Savaged.
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Real news, it's not fake news.
Answer along the line.
Am I allowed to say that? Oh, I'm not political. Anyway, guys. So yeah, we're ready. 1 second.
The left are liars. Stop the fucking bullshit.
Bye. Go home to mommy.
An army or a group. It only takes one person to fight for freedom.
Savage Undefeated.
People understand Savage Unfiltered is a high production, high quality podcast. Michael has put a lot of money. I know Michael's not going to say this, but he's invested a lot in this. It's expensive to give you this high production, high quality show. So yes, please support the sponsors. He's got to get some of that money back. I mean, what, the microphone alone that you bought was like $1,000, right?
Yeah, well, one of like 6 that I have, but yeah, you're right on there. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of money that's invested. You know, you guys have to understand. Like, you can go either way with podcasting today. You know, like I've seen so many people, like personal friends, work colleagues, past and present. You know, I've seen so many people, go into the direction of podcasting, Joseph. And here's where they make the mistake, okay? The first mistake, okay? And this could be like a lesson learned here for you guys, like an education session here on Savage Unfiltered. The first mistake that they make, guys, is that they either throw way too much money in it to begin with, or they throw a little less than what they're supposed to put in. Now, would I say the right amount of money putting into a show, whether it's video or audio, okay, whatever your preference is, you're not going to lose base, okay? If you want to start slow, I suggest start slow, okay? Build up your base, find out where you want to go, okay? Whether you want to stay with audio or you want to stay with video, however you start. Some people start with video, some people start with audio. I started with audio myself, and then I branched into video. I suggest starting with audio, find your voice, find your platform, find your base, and then go from there. And you're going to evolve as the time goes by.
Yeah,
so
you can always scale up. You're in trouble if you're scaling down, like with Constitutionalist Politics Podcast. Yeah, I am throwing some behind the scenes recordings of me doing the show on my YouTube and Rumble channel. Yeah. But the show is officially audio only, and I was originally going to do just once a month. And then I immediately, season 1, episode 2, the episode's called A Correction Already, because I decided, I'm going to scale up already to once a week. You could always build up, then maybe do 2-3 times a week, but you don't ever want to scale down. So start off small, and you can always scale up.
Yeah, exactly. Like you evolve that way. You find what's working for you and what's not working for you. I could tell you right now, guys, going back 4 years ago, like, let me remind you, I mean, I didn't start off with radio and podcasting 4 years ago. I've been in the industry for well over 20 years. I started with, for those who have listened to this story before, I started out in radio when I was like around 19, 20 years old. So it's been about like 22 going on 23 years now. And I started out like literally like a wire guy. And long story short, because now I'm going into something else, but since we're on the topic, I started off as a wire guy, like behind the scenes guy, getting everything prepped for the studios, and let alone, guys, this radio station I worked at had many, many studios, many sound rooms, many video rooms, whether they were video or sound rooms. And some of them I would be back and forth, sometimes working 3, 4, 5 rooms at one time, making sure mics worked, making sure that, if the mics didn't work, get those mics out, put new mics in, which we did a lot, Joseph. I mean, I could tell you, like, there was one DJ, I'll never forget his name. This guy, Ricky Carr, they call him, no longer does radio. He's out. He's like a flopper now, they call it in the industry. He's like a one-hit wonder, goes in, comes out. Just wasn't for him. He went to a totally different type of industry. Has nothing to do with radio or disc jockeying or nothing like that. But I remember changing out one of his microphones like 5 times during his entire recording. 5 times. And like they would, like, every time he had a fucked up microphone, like they would go to commercial break, or they would play like at least like 15 minutes of music. And people back then, like, if the ones understood radio and understood how, like, glitches work, they would understand, oh wow, they're playing like a longer bit of music than they normally do. Well, if you ever heard that, guys, then you would understand that we fucked up somewhere in the glitch, and now we're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So
Hey guys, it's Angel here, and let me show you guys my room dripped out with Amazon for less. I just got a new Amazon package, and I got stuff with all my favorite colors. So let's see what I got. Light pink, hot pink, dark pink, off pink. I like to get a little wild sometimes. People always say, Angel, do you do your own lashes? Of course I do my own lashes. Check this out, my own private lash stash. I like a clean room, no trash.
Get that garbage out of here.
Oh, now you can block shots. Shouldn't you be at the studio?
Shouldn't you be with Ken?
Shouldn't you be working on your mid-range?
Shouldn't you be working on your 3-pointer?
Yeah, whatever.
This room lame anyway, all this pink. Y'all, let's go to my room. So, welcome to my room. This is my desk. I rock the box, drop legendary bars, and I study too.
Girl, I've never seen you study before.
Yeah, study, because you never in my room when I'm studying.
Study what?
Accounting.
What's the first rule of accounting?
Make the money, don't let the money make you.
You're using a textbook as a monitor stand.
That because of physics. You feel me? I need the book, the whole, the weight. Yeah. Right here, here's my unbreakable plates. I play hard, I eat hard. Here's my beautiful air fryer. You can cook anything in it. Leftovers, chicken, steak, shrimp, salmon, donuts, cookies, ice cream, snickerdoodles, macaroons, even crickets. Oh, no, they're not for me. They're for my roommate, my bearded dragon. She's in here somewhere. I swear.
Okay, no, actually, let's go.
Wait, no, don't.
Now that you've seen our dorms, shop yours at Amazon.
New champions are out there.
5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go.
Oh, I'm gonna be the champion.
Oh, I'm gonna be the champion. Champion this.
5, 4, 3, 2, where the love go? You're a roughneck, I'm a cutthroat. You're a tough guy.
Time in and time out. We put in the work.
It's hard work.
But someone's gotta do it.
Where the love go? Put your front row.
We're the Warriors. Never give up.
Not the EST.
We'll see about that.
Where the love go?
Can't let them have all the fun.
Our hustle puts us on another level.
More like the tribal chief's level.
Nah, man. This kind of level.
I don't bluff, bro.
And now it's time to prove we're even stronger.
Then the sun died. The night is young, though. The diamond still shine. In a rough home. What the go? Where the love go? Where the love go?
So let me get this straight. You can see Cena.
See, I can see everything.
Savage.
So we're trying to get it right. So
what the hell? Were you getting the microphones from Circuit City or what? Why would they go bad so much?
No. We were getting the hiccups with it because like we were our sound guy. Back in the day, you got to remember this is like you would use like one mixer for like 4 or 5 mics. And sometimes the mixers were basically overheating and they couldn't handle that frequency. So, I mean, you got to remember, this is like technology back then was like, it sucked like what it is now. Now you can use one mixer, you know, for like up to like 10, 12, 15 mics and they handle it perfectly, the frequency levels. Back then they would be like, they would constantly like burn up and you would hear beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
And if you really listened to a radio station back then, you would hear the beep, beep, beeps constantly, you know, so.
Yeah, it's all circuits now. It's all chips. I mean, they're mini computers now, whereas before they were still tubes and fuses that would blow. Yeah. My dad, Ted Leonard Jr. and the Polka Kings, I did work with his, you know, soundboard way back when. And I mean, those were huge beasts and fuses would constantly blow and tubes would go out.
Got it, blow it up. Joseph would be like, hey, Dad, are you still alive? I'm fine, son. We just had some blowing up issues here, but we'll be all right.
Explosions!
Yeah.
Call back to the other show.
Yeah. So, you know, like that's what I did, guys, you know, and then fast forward all these years later, you know, like 4 years ago, I decided to like, this is where I made my choice, okay? Because 4 years ago, I was actually going to apply. At the time, I was living in Atlanta, you know, about that time. And I was actually going to apply for Atlanta's rock station in Midtown Atlanta. And I was actually going to go, like, basically into the industry again and, you know, possibly go on the air. And I'm like, you know what? Should I really? And I haven't told the story on the air at all. This is the first time you're hearing this, guys. I mentioned, like, my experience with radio and stuff and me working for several radio stations up in New York and downtown Boston. But this story that you're hearing right now is the first time I'm ever airing it. And I don't have a problem airing it. So you guys should know, you know, like, the person you're listening to behind the mic. Like, I was actually going to work for Atlanta's rock station and go on the air and, you know, develop my content on a weekly or whatever basis they wanted to put me on, the schedule or whatever. Because they have blocks, you know, Joseph. They have like hour blocks, sometimes 30-minute blocks.
Yep.
And I'm like, you know, do I want to be that on-air syndicated guy, or do I want to go to another route? So I was like, you know what? I like other shit. I like explaining myself. I like saying shit, fuck, bitch, cunt, bitch, pussy. Well, I can't say that on radio. Like, I can say that right now because I don't have FCC banging the hammer on me. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go to that route and see how I can do. And I can tell you right now, I had to develop my voice, Joe.
Yeah, this episode's kind of gone off the rails. I feel like I should break into a course of getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Well, I got a story here that I want to express in a little bit, you know, and I'm kind of going off the rails a little bit, but it's okay. I normally do that. Joseph does that sometimes too. But I'll be quick about this. So I decided to go into podcasting, and I can tell you, like, just finding your voice on an uncensored, even though I am uncensored in real life, like off the mic, I'm very uncensored. Like, I can talk to my friends sometimes, and I'll say, fuck, shit, bitch, sometimes as a real person. And I think that's what makes podcasting great, Joseph. Like, you can be your real self. You can say it. You can express it, you know, without, like, being like this on the radio, like normally on a syndicated radio. Welcome to WBBZZA.FM, where the weather today is going to be 85 degrees with a chance of cloudy skies and an overcast of a thunderstorm, possibly at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Be right back, guys, after this quick commercial break with ZZ Top from 1980s. Remember them?
Yeah.
I mean, do you know how scripted that sounds?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
We do notes, but we're unscripted and indeed
Yeah.
I swear occasionally on the show, and I usually do it just for an emphasis, because I do. Everybody knows if they listen regularly, I'm on Wham Radio all the time, so I have to be careful. So I try not to go overboard, and in my general life, I mean, yes, I say shit and piss and fuck and on occasion, but I'm not like a drunken sailor. I'm not a biker dude that's constantly cussing. But yeah, I like to come on the show unfiltered and lay it out there on occasion. Just like that one episode a couple ago. I mean, I was cussing up a storm and
Joseph.
yelling and screaming and ranting and raving. I let loose that day.
Joseph was on another fucking level. Crazy guy. But guys, I'm gonna close out with this story here real quick, and then I'm gonna let you guys go of wherever you have to go. Okay, but come back, guys. I want you to come back to the show. But we gotta go. We gotta go in a little bit here. But I want you to come back. Don't go anywhere. Just don't forget about it.
Blackout Coffee. Fresh roasted, bold flavors, serving heroes on the front lines.
Blackout!
Blackout Coffee, baby!
Blackout Coffee!
Since day one, Blackout Coffee has been built on a strong brand with a passionate fan base. Our growth over the last 4 years has been a testament to the high standard of our coffee. From the ingredients we use to the values as a company we have, quality is something Blackout Coffee drinkers expect. Blackout Coffee is positioned for continued growth. But where did it start? Meet John.
Our thought process in the beginning was to make a coffee for all the everyday American that works hard, plays hard, and never stops. We actually started playing around with the beans, and we came up with different types of beans to make a really strong coffee that does not give you the jitters.
I decided to join Blackout Coffee a few years ago, mainly because our values aligned. We both believe in strong individual liberties, patriotism, and strong American family values.
Other coffee brands roast their beans in large batches and let it sit for weeks at a time before shipping. Blackout Coffee ships its products within 2 days of roast to ensure the freshest coffee possible.
From the moment we get them, we check for quality, we roast, and basically gets bagged within the next 2 days and shipped out to the customers, so it's as fresh as you can get.
With over 100,000 orders shipped since 2018 and over 50,000 orders shipped in 2022 alone, Blackout Coffee's production has boomed.
When we first moved here about a year and a half ago, I was averaging, maybe 5 hours of roasting. But ever since we moved here, I am now pretty much averaging a 9 to 11 hour roast day. But that's because we have picked up business so much that as soon as it's made, on certain days, as soon as it comes out of the cooling bin, it's already in bags, being packaged and shipped out that day.
I'll tell you, one of the smoothest, best dark roast coffees I've ever had.
Wait, you take the whole jug? Fresh cup of coffee, Blackout Coffee, absolutely delicious. My first stop, I came right here for some fresh coffee. Have an awesome day.
That's really good.
Quality of the coffee in itself. I'm a black coffee drinker, so for me, it's right on.
Blackout Coffee, the greatest.
It's not coffee, not to me. It's freedom nectar. This is freedom nectar. This isn't just coffee, this is freedom nectar. And that's what I want people to experience.
And we're not slowing down anytime soon. In just the past year, we've seen a growth in sales and an increase in customer loyalty. We've only scratched the surface of what's possible.
Yeah,
but anyway, guys,
we're nearing 11 p.m. as we record this, so yeah, we kind of gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up, and we Joseph and I are old. We have bedtimes now. We're getting old. But, anyway, guys, I got this story here. I want to explain. I was at this racetrack. I love racetracks here. I was here in Florida. I was explaining this to Joseph, and I'm like, Joseph, you know what a racetrack is? And he's like, I don't even know what the fuck a racetrack. What is it? Like a racetrack? Like a regular race? I was like, no, it's a gas station. You don't have them in Detroit?
Yeah, we do have a couple. Yes.
Yeah, a few.
At first, I thought you were talking. Are you like in Flat Rock? We got the Flat Rock Speedway, that kind of racetrack, or we used to have the Pinnacle, which was a horse track. It's like no gas station. Oh yeah, that's right. We have a couple of those in Detroit.
Yeah. So, I'm at this racetrack, and I'm talking to Joseph here on the phone. I say Joe on the phone. I always call him Joseph on the show because, it's I feel that addressing somebody by their actual full birth name is more professional than just saying Joe or Mike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get the memo. But I'm on the phone with Joseph here, and Joseph was like, he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm trying to figure out this fucking case. I'm opening this case, because they got like these pizzas and everything, under the heat lamp, right? Everybody's gonna be like, "You eat that stuff? That's disgusting. What the hell? Are you kidding me? I'm an average American.
Yeah,
I'll eat shit that's under there."
You're going to have one of the doctors on again. Oh, you can't eat that processed food crap. Hey, everything in moderation, right?
Crack open those sandwiches I got at the gas station.
As long as you eat those unhealthier but stuff we love that tastes so good in moderation, that's good. And you also had trouble with your app.
Dr. Mike,
Your app. Remember, your app wasn't working. You had to give her your phone number or something because the app wasn't working.
Yeah. So I'm opening. Well, I needed the app to open up the pizza case.
What?
Yeah, guys, they have like technology in this racetrack. It's the most modern, like high-techy racetrack I ever been in my life. Not all of them are like this, but it says like scan the QR code to the case to open up the case. So that wasn't working. And then I'm trying to bang it, and Joseph he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, and then the lady comes over and she's like, "Sarah, can I help you?" I'm like, "The fucking case ain't opening," and she's like, "Well, you don't have to bang it." And Joseph on the phone, he hears the whole conversation. He's laughing up his storm here. And I'm banging the case to try to get, because the pizzas were supposed to be, you get the one for $2.79, which is not bad for like, a pepperoni and sausage.
Yeah, that's not bad for a convenience store price. Right?
Yeah. So the one was $2.79, and if you have the racetrack app, you get the second pizza for 50 cents. So, I was trying to open up the fucking case,
but the
banging it.
App wasn't working for you.
Yeah, it wasn't scanning the QR code correctly because everything's QR codes now. They have QR codes now in your underwear where you can scan it to tell you to see how fresh the damn underwear is. It's really neurotic. Because I was dating this girl. That's on another episode. I see her like fucking scanning her underwear. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I want to see how fresh it is because it's registered to the new high tech wash machines now. You can see how fresh your underwear is." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I finally get the damn thing out. Make a long story short, because we're gonna wrap it up. Kind of babbling here. I sound like Joe Biden.
Come on, man.
But anyway, I get the pizzas out, and I spill the guy's coffee next to me because he's multitasking. He's getting coffee because right next to the pizza case is like the donut case. And those are the Krispy Kremes because Racetrack has Krispy Kremes. And I spill his coffee, goes all over the floor. He fucking starts yelling at me. I'm like, "Oh, God." Joseph on the phone, he's laughing, wondering what the hell's going on. Here's the lady yelling at me. Here's the guy screaming.
No, what are
fucking saying that I spilt his coffee. I hear that. I'm trying to Joseph. I'm trying to work up a script for Joseph because I'm doing some kind of project for Joseph's show. So I'm trying to say all that and then manage that multitask, and I'm fucking up the script, the thing I was supposed to do for Joseph. And he's like, "No, that's not how I want it." I'm like, "You know what I mean?" So I finally get to the damn cash register, and then the app isn't working. It's saying I'm putting the wrong damn password in, and I'm like, "What the fuck, man?" And she's like, "Sweetheart, I'll just use my app, and so you can get." I was like, "No, don't do that because you're getting the points, not me." Shit, if that's the case, I would have said, "Fuck it, you can get the 35 points." I want the 35 points. So she gives me the damn. She's like, okay, sir, you have a good day. I'm like, well, I need the receipt. She's like, why? I was like, because it has the fucking code on it, and I can put it into the app to get the fucking points afterwards. And then she's like, oh, well, what else do you need it for? And I'm like, well, I can go on to Fetch, and I can also scan the receipt so I can use it for my my Woke Bucks coffee later. And after I said Woke Bucks, she didn't like that. I guess she's not a big fan of, conservatism. That was just my story, my funny little story. Kind of went off the rails like I usually do with, my history of podcasting and radio, but,
No, it's great.
that's just me.
There's probably some more recent people who've joined the show and don't know these things. And we got to go into these things on occasion for the newer
Yeah, we have to.
I'm sorry if we bored some of the older ones. They may have tuned out, but hopefully the newer listeners, again, getting to know you song,
Well, it's good to go off the it's good, guys. I'm gonna close it out, but I got a few announcements, guys. I want to say thank you. We got some guests coming up. We have a really, really awesome guest joining soon here. Okay, and she wrote an amazing book. She goes by the name of Diane. Italian last name. I'm gonna butcher it.
Indiviglia.
Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to thank Joseph, the right-hand man here of Savage Unfiltered, by pitching in the last name. Me with butchering the names. I hope she doesn't get mad. But she wrote this book, guys, about the tale of America. It has a lot of content regarding Donald Trump. So much history in this book, guys. We're gonna find out about this book. I did do my homework a little bit, looked her up a little bit, looked at the book. It seems interesting on Amazon because her book is available on Amazon, guys. If you check her out, it'll come up there. And she's got a story behind paintings, Joseph. We're gonna find out what these paintings are because some of these paintings go back to like the 40s and 50s.
Is it about Biden Hunter's Coke paintings? Through his
I don't know, but we're gonna find out. Yeah, we're gonna find out because she's got paintings on her website, and I want to touch and find out the background story of these paintings, which they're really nice paintings. I mean, it's not like these paintings, Joseph, were just thrown together real quick. I mean, there's a lot of time, a lot of effort. So join us pretty soon, guys, as we're gonna bring Diane on the show. We also have Dr. Bob returning back to Savage Unfiltered. We're going to be talking about sex and robocalls. I hate them. I don't know about you, Joseph, but I can't stand the sex bots. They're all over the fucking cell phone these days. They call on the phone, or they're on the social media or the dating sites, and the robocalls, they're just as worse. I got 4 robocalls today. Hello, sir. Would you like to save money on your car insurance? I have car insurance. I don't need to save any more money. So join us on that, guys. That's about it. I think I pitched in everything. Also too, guys, going into the weekend, into next week, guys, we're going to have our launch of our website. Still in the soft launch. The website will be available as Squarespace, which is being powered by Squarespace, is releasing the domain. Purchase the domain. The domain will be savagedunfiltered.com. That's right, guys. I own it. So all you fucking people out there, you can't steal it because it's mine. I own it.
And speaking of websites, obviously, you can go to and should savagedarmy.com. Now get your Restore Our American Republic Roar shirt and all the other great pieces there. Better dead than woke. That great stuff.
Yeah, there's going to be some new merchandise droppings coming out. I know we have some droppings coming out this weekend, going into next week. We have another Joseph M. Leonard original, where it's going to be entitled, well, there's a double entendre. That will be available in 2 designs, guys. We're putting it on a coffee mug and T-shirts.
And we just
like
had one of those earlier in this show.
Yeah. So
or was
if
that
you guys
the other
want
one about the
other one,
rub you the wrong way? Was that the double entendre there? I can't remember now if that was this show or last show.
See, this is the point of the show sometimes where Joseph confuses me because I don't know what the hell he's talking about right now. Anyway.
Oh, make sure you spell check entendre though. When you sent me a sample earlier, you didn't spell.
Did I spell it wrong?
Yeah.
You know, my presentation, my pronunciation is never there. You know, Joseph always makes fun of me on the show. You know, he's like, Michael, if you're going to spell something, spell it right. Shit, I can't even spell it right, even on a cell phone or a tablet or a laptop. Like the spell checker even fucks it up on me. Anyway, guys, we're going to close it out. I'm Michael Gardner. This is Joseph M. Leonard from his show, Christitutionalist Politics Podcast. Check him out everywhere, guys. He's just dropped a few of his premium sneak peeks on YouTube. So check it out there, Jay Leonard Detroit on YouTube. Really awesome stuff. Joseph, you got any news or announcements you want to air before we leave, buddy? Or
no, that's great. I'm glad, of course, for anyone comes my way, checks mine out. Of course, I'm just starting out with my podcast, so it's going to take me time to build. You don't just jump in. I'm thankful to Michael Gardner. I say it over and over for having allowed me to co-host a lot of shows over this last year on Savage Unfiltered. Without Michael, Christitutionalist Politics would have never gotten off the ground. So thank you so much, Michael. I greatly appreciate everything you do for me, and love you, brother.
Yeah, man, back at you. And guys, I believe in cross promotion, collaboration to other people. I've mentioned on the show constantly. My good friend Joseph here. Our good friend, Fraser Chronicles, David Preacher Man Fraser, Static Radio, Dr. Bob, Cousin Sauce, the Sauce Report, which we're trying to get him back on the air. Sauce is going through some, emotional, personal stuff.
I think he got sucked into a black hole. Well, yeah.
yeah. Sauce, guys, I'm going to be real with this, and then I promise I'm going to get going because I'm getting tired and I have to be up very early in the morning. Cousin Sauce, we call him Cousin Sauce. He's our, Russian immigrant friend that lives in America now. But, Cousin Sauce, he's going through some emotional, personal stuff, which I'm going to respect Sauce's, personal life off the air here.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers to your brother, Sauce.
Yeah, Sauce, buddy. I know you listen to the show. When it's your time to come back on your own, buddy, you're always welcomed on Savage Unfiltered as part of the Savage Army family here, guys. So let's send out our thoughts and prayers to Sauce as he battles, this personal stuff that he's going through. Other than that, guys, I'm going to go take a shit that I've been holding for the last 20 minutes here. Okay, I got to get up early in the morning. I just set the alarm clock for 4 a.m., guys. I'm going to try to pull a Donald Trump and get 4.5, 5 hours of sleep of energy here. Yeah, guys, I got to get a movie shoot here in Jacksonville tomorrow morning. So I got to get this going. I'm going to get you going. I'm going to get Joseph off the air because Joseph's eyes is getting heavy. I can see in the video. And yeah, guys, keep it savage. Join the Savage Army. Check our shop out, savagearmy.com. And we'll see you guys on Saturdays on our live stream. Later. Take it easy.